I'm Zero to Webmaster founder Dr. Kerry Kriger. I reviewed 75 political campaign websites. Why'd I do it? Because I'm a voter. And in the state of Nevada, there were 75 politicians on the ballot, and I wanted to learn about them to see who to vote for. So I checked out all their websites. I learned a lot about web design and how to make a good or a bad political campaign website. If you are a politician, you should watch this video so that your next website or your current website for your campaign is a lot better, so that you win more votes and raise more money and get more volunteers. All right, let's go. We're going to start out. We're on Secretary of State, Nevada 2022 election race, and Cisco Aguilar. What I'm doing here, I'm putting in their name, their location, where they're running, and the position, and I'm seeing if they have a website and what shows up. All right, Cisco nv.co, right? Cisco for Nevada, Secretary of State. It shows up right away. I like that. He's got a website. I don't need to see the word Cisco twice in the SEO title. How about your last name? I'd rather have that. All right. But this overall looks good. It shows up right at the top. Let's click through, move on, check out the other results we get here. Ross Crane. All right. Ballotpedia, Review Journal, Vote USA, On Your Ballot. Does he have a web page? I don't think so. He's got a LinkedIn page, but that's not a... He doesn't have a website. He's not going to get my vote. You automatically lost my vote. Contact me for the next time you run, because you're probably not going to win this time. You probably didn't care enough to win because you didn't take the time to build a website. That's what other voters, I'm sure, they think when they don't find your website. It's not just me. All right, Janine Hansen. Now, she must be the current Secretary of State, because there's her name on the official government page. Janine Hansen, home. All right, if you watched my previous videos reviewing websites, you know I don't like it when home shows up in the SEO title. That's not going to help me click through. Oh, it's your home. Okay, how about what are you running for and where are you running? All right. Okay, but at least you have a web page. Looks like your personal page versus one that's like Janine for Nevada Secretary of State, which is fine. Let's see what's on it. Let's move on first, though, and check out the results pages. Jim Marchant. And he comes up right here with the Wikipedia result. That's interesting. I don't see that a lot. And this I like. Okay? Look, he's got these snippets. Sorry, I can't remember the official term for when these show up, but that's cool. That means he's definitely got some good SEO going on his site. And it says right there, name, location, and position that he's running for. I like it. All right, meet Jim. I don't need to see that first. All right, those are wasted words right there. Get rid of those in the SEO description. All right, remember that we, the webmasters, control what shows up here. This is not just random. This is not like Google just decided randomly to put this here. We tell Google what to put here. We tell the search engines. All right. Back to Cisco. All right, I like this. Headshot right up there above the fold. Above the fold means the part that we see right before we scroll down. He's smiling. All right, looks like a good guy. Contribute. We can donate. And looks like he's got, I'm looking down here, we can see the URLs pop up there. Act Blue, once again, Act Blue must be making a lot of money from all these candidates using their system. All right, why I'm running. Okay, that's cool. Why you're running. Tell us why you're running. Endorsements. Now, okay, they're kind of, hey, Andre Agassi. What? Huh? That's not what I was expecting, but that's cool. Maybe he lives out there. I'm not sure. All right, join the movement. That means give us your email. All right, and all right, so he does have social media names. I'd rather just have the icons. That's what people are looking for, the social media icon, the F or the bird for Twitter. All right, about page, media. Again, I don't like the use of the word media here. One, it means two different things. Sometimes it means members of the media, journalists, go here to learn how to contact us. And sometimes it's just like, here's pictures and stuff. So I don't like that. Let's see what's on there. All right, yeah, now see, we saw on the other websites, media meant photos and videos, but here it means for press inquiries. So that's cool. That's what it should mean. If you're going to put media there, then this is actually what it should be used for. About page. All right, where was he born? How long has he lived there? Where's he worked? What are some of his awards? They're all good photos. They're all like, I mean, this is not a real photo, but it's like, hey, I'm smiling. That's cool. And a little bit more casual right there, high tech looking. Maybe it's a basketball court, I can't tell. But I like this. There's plenty on here. And let's see, anything about issues? Nothing about issues. There's about, which, usually about is about you and about your background and stuff like that, which is slightly different than the issues. I'd like to see the issues here as well. All right, we already looked at that. Endorsements. All right, a bunch of organizations, but I personally don't really care about these things. Though I do like, I don't know, maybe since I do recognize the Sierra Club, that's cool. And DRC, all right, that's different than NRDC, Natural Resources Defense Council, which is environmental. This is different, but at least here's two apparently environmental looking organizations. And contribute. Let's see what happens there. All right, it wiped out his site. We're no longer on his site. His site's gone. All right, so that was a mistake. Web developer, fix that. You always send people to an external. You open up a new window. Target blank. Target new window, okay? All right, but at least you can accept donations. So let's leave your page since you already forced us out of your page. Home. I don't need to see home right here ever on any website. Do not put the word home up there. Put what it is first. Okay? If you want home at the end, maybe fine, but don't put it first. This is what people see when they may have 30 windows open. They're going to see home. You want them to see your website name. All right, this is an old school website. This is definitely old school. Oh, I forgot to check out how the other websites were built. Let's see what this was built with. It was built with Wix. Nothing special there. All right, but even as far as Wix goes, like Wix, I don't know. They make a ton of money. They must have some really good templates to use. This is not a good template. There's nothing interesting about this. Too much text, but at least you have, hopefully, stuff about you. I'm not one of them. Okay, well, what are you? It probably says in here. But it's not well designed. Biography, contact, not a good website. Janine, good luck, though, in the race. All right, Jim Marchant. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Something went wrong right here. I don't know if that's my fault. I don't think so. Everything else is opening fine. There's Facebook. I don't know if I'd put a Facebook feed up here, especially if it's got comments from people, which are not quite so easy to control. Save our state. But, well, I didn't know the state was dying or anything like that. Very red and blue. Probably Republican. They seem to have the most red and blue websites. This right here, not that good looking, especially on top of the green putt-putt golf or whatever these, whatever that game is called with the terrible name of that game. I can't remember what it is. All right, taking addresses, about Jim. There's no issues page right here, but let's see what is on his about page. Yeah, it says a few things he's lobbied against. Okay, why can't I get some bold titles? It's going to help the SEO. H2. Okay, H2, like my background, H2. If you don't know what a H2 is, it's a tag that tells Google and the search engine what is important and helps them find the site. And by having a big bold header here, we can look down the page because people just skip over these huge blocks of text. Don't do that. Okay, put some headings in here and help us find the relevant info and help Google know what's going on too, so that more people find you and whatever they're looking for. All right, this page is, it's kind of ugly, like dark on dark, a form that's dark on dark, and I can barely see this stuff right here. All right, not too into that. See what's happening on the donate page. All right, at least it didn't it did kick us out. You kicked us out to somebody else's website. WinRed, that's cool that you like them so much. You'd rather have us on their site than your site, but you should have put it up. You should have made it open up a different window so that we didn't lose your site. All right, I don't need a pop-up here. I can't even see the place to donate. And people, I don't need Uncle Sam pointing at me. That's not helping anything. So that's a bad website page. It's blinking. I don't need it to blink. All right, it's a different color. That's enough. That blinking is not cool. All right, I like this. I'd like to cover the small processing fee. That's good. Now, I'll tell you what, my websites used to have those, and they don't currently because I haven't gotten the technology figured out But that's a reminder to me. This is good. You're gonna save. You're gonna make a few percent more every time someone checks this. And from my experience, personal experience at Save the Frogs, of which I'm the founder and web developer, people will click that box and they'll cover the fee. Okay, about at least half the people tend to cover that. All right, I believe that since you've already kicked us out of your site, let's end that for Secretary of State. That was a true showdown, and let's continue with the next political campaign websites. We are back. I have reviewed 75 political campaign websites, and I am here teaching you and showing you what makes a good campaign website and what makes a bad one, ways to improve campaign websites so that you as a politician or you as a web developer who builds sites for politicians makes the best site possible, wins the most votes possible. All right, here we go. Nevada State Treasurer. Okay, we've got four politicians in the lineup. Okay, start with Zach Conine. I've popped his name and the state and the position he's running for into Google. See what comes up. NevadaTreasurer.gov. Not at ZachConine.com. Okay, that's it right there. I'm assuming it is United States. Now that doesn't help. We don't need to know you're from the United States. We need to know you're in Nevada and what you're running for. But I'm assuming this is your site. Let's click through. All right, Bryan Elliott, Ballotpedia, Ballot Ready, Nevada Appeal, Review Journal, lots of things that are not your website. It looks like you do not have a website, or you were not smart enough to hire a web developer who knew basic search engine optimization SEO to get you listed, so you lost my vote. Michele Fiore. All right, votefiore.com. Michele Fiore for Nevada State Treasurer. Couldn't get that much clearer, more clear than that. All right, I've spent my entire life fighting for Nevada. All right, sky high inflation, gas over $5. That probably changes. I don't know if that needs to be right in the SEO description. But at least you show up right at the top and more or less looks good. All right, next up, Margaret Hendrickson, Ballotpedia Review Journal on your ballot. Looks like she does not have a website. How are you going to win the treasurer position for your state, the great state of Nevada, without a website? You're probably not. So what I find, as I mentioned before, is that the Democrats and Republicans almost always have websites, and the non-Democrat Republicans, the other party people or no party people, often don't, and that does not help them. All right, we got a pop-up right here. Join you. Can you be more specific? All right, we can guess what this means, but, and do you need my phone number? Are you going to call me? I don't want your phone call. I get enough unwanted political phone calls. Just first name, last name, address. Not even a name. Never just ask for name. Ask for first name, last name, because name messes up databases. Like, I'd rather know your first name and your last name, and it'll be cleaner data. All right, I don't like the pop-up there. I don't need a pop-up. No one likes pop-ups. Okay, you can just have a big thing right here if you want, if you really want someone's name. But at least you got a headshot, smiley, looks professional. Who you are, where you are, what you're running for, that's all good. Nothing about the issues. Maybe about, let's find out. We got social media over here on the right. That's different. That's fine. All right, let's get to work. Text is a little bit small. I'd rather have some bigger text. You got old people reading this. Their eyes aren't good. I don't like reading small text, and my eyes are fine. All right, not too much on the page. That's it. There's that statement. All right, so let's see what's on the about page. All right, you're a family guy. Okay, cool. All right, meet Zach. Cornell University. All right, I'd put that on there too. Cornell, I'm immediately going to think, oh, intelligent guy. Okay, JD, lawyer. Okay, you're running for treasurer. Do you have treasury experience? You're a lawyer and you're a hotel administrator. So I'd rather hear a lot more like, why are you running for treasurer? And there's nothing about your issues. Even treasurers face issues. I think there's monetary issues. So not much on your site. I'm not tuned to that. Photo gallery. Yeah, I'd rather know about your issues than have your photo gallery. Endorsements page. It looks like a photo of all of this. That's kind of not how I would do it, but I guess at least it's there if you do care about endorsements, which I generally don't. And let's see what's going on. Donate. Okay, you sent me to another window. Let's watch that. Everyone watch that. It did not take over this window, forcing me out of his website. It opened up a new window. Good. All right, Act Blue. Okay, so now I know you're a Democrat. I don't think it said anything. That's fine, I guess. You don't have to tell people what you are or who you're running with. Okay, no donate once. I'd rather like set that up with monthly, maybe, as long as it's clear. Though you'd probably have angry people writing you after a month saying they didn't expect it to be that way. So maybe it's fine, have it here. But I don't need the word no. Don't put the word no on your donation page. You want yeses all over. Just make it clear. Donate monthly, donate once or one time. All right. Moving on, Michele Fiore. See what's going on here. All right. So a donate in the middle. There's kind of two headshots going on here. Doesn't look good. The background is not good. I'm sure you have a better photo than that. I mean, the photo of you is fine, but the background doesn't help, and it's kind of like darkened out. You darken out photos by putting a background kind of overlay on it at 20% opacity to make it darker, to make text easier to see. This not a very nice looking top of website. All right, so we got social media here. About nothing about the issues. We'll see what's going on with you. Very small text, even smaller than before. There's a yeah, I mean, it's a video. Okay, you've got a video. What's the video? Tell us what the video is. I'd rather see it. I don't usually just click on random videos. I want to know, like, what is the video? Can you give me some info about what I'm going to see if I click it. Donate today. All right, very small. No donation page, just send in a check. Live tweet updates. I wouldn't put that. You don't know. You can't remember what's going on your tweet or what other stuff you've been tweeting. No one needs that on your homepage. So I'm not too into this. It's all tweet. All right, the famous, fabulous Las Vegas sign. Get involved way at the bottom. I'm not into that huge Twitter feed showing up there. See what else is going on here. About. Very small, but it's got plenty of info. There's a good photo right there. That should have been on the home page. And all right, family life, background. All right, now why are you though good for treasurer? That's what it doesn't have too much info on. All right, you were in the legislature. You volunteered for lots of things. You support the Second Amendment. But what's your deal with treasurer? You're running for treasurer. You're handling millions of dollars. And there's no info there. I'm not into that. So that site needs some help. All right. So haven't been too impressed with these recent websites. Let's move on to the next race in Nevada. I am Zero to Webmaster founder, Dr. Kerry Kriger. Welcome back. I am Zero to Webmaster founder, Dr. Kerry Kriger. I'm reviewing 75 political campaign websites, state of Nevada. And I'm doing this because there were 75 politicians on the ballot. I had to go learn about them. I had to go to their sites. I need to be able to find their site fast. I need to be able to review their website really fast, get the info. I need to determine who they are, what they stand for, and so that they can either get my vote or not get my vote. And we're checking out ways to make sure that if you're a politician or a web developer who makes political websites, that you know best practices so that you get people on your website, that you get their vote, you get their donation money, you get their volunteerism, or whatever your goals are. And let's go straight into it. Nevada State Controller Andy Matthews up first. AndyForNevada.com. I like that. Andy Matthews. It's got his name. That's cool. SEO title. But I would have put, personally, what I would do, I'd put one of these vertical. I like having, here's how I'd make it look. Let's just type in up here. I'd have it look like this. NV State Controller. Okay, not in all caps. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, something like that would come up clean. It's got your name, but show us where you are and what you're running for right there. I like this though. It's, you know, we've got different links pop up here from having some decent SEO, search engine optimization makes that possible. But right here, look what shows up here. It was wonderful to spend time with this great group and talk about my campaign. That was by chance. That was random. You did not control that. You should have. Your web developer should have known how to make a proper SEO description. Hey, go get Rank Math SEO on your WordPress site, which reminds me that on our last round of these, we forgot to check out what technology they were using. Let's just go ahead and do it. All right, let's see. Built with, and let's see, WordPress. Good job. Okay. WordPress, I don't need a pop-up here. I know people like them, and everyone says join the team. I don't know what that means. How about sign up? You just want to be able to email us. So just say it. Get on our newsletter. Stay up to date. I don't like the pop-ups. I just get rid of pop-ups right away. So it's just blocking my ability to do anything. It also took me down the page. I didn't scroll down. It started here. We got headshot, family shot, I guess, and that's fine. Smiley, meet Andy. That goes to the about page right here. And priorities. Okay, that's like two of the main things that I want. I want to know, who are you? What's your background? What are your priorities? Before we click those, let's just scroll down a bit and watch the campaign videos. It says real small. Again, I'd like to know, like, what's in the video. There's 3 of them. There's some tweets. I don't really need a Twitter feed. Look at this both times. Maybe it's my browser's blocking. I may have something blocking Facebook from showing up here, but other people may too. So I don't need feeds showing up. Just give me the button to click to get over to those websites to check them out right here. That's all I need. Even a little bit bigger or more central would have been fine, because this is kind of hidden down here. Like, that's, the very bottom of the website's like stuff that, people don't really go looking for. All right, let's see what's happening on the about page. Really small, but it's got some background, where you're from. All right, I assume it says why you moved to Nevada, since you're not from there originally. And more importantly for me, this is what I always want to know. What are your priorities? Where do you stand on the issue? Not much there. Like, that could have been written up in 5 or 6 minutes. Hopefully you'd care enough to put a bit more time into it. All right, so nothing special there, but overall the site looks clean. Volunteer, same as we saw before. You got like 4 choices. You can type in what else you want to help out with. And what happens on the donate page? I like this. This is a WordPress site, which, I'm always going to give someone extra points. They have the WordPress site. They were smart enough to choose the best web development system ever created. That's WordPress. It powers about 43% of the world's websites, but not many of these politicians. Not sure why that is. Maybe because they just pop their website up. They only need it for a few months and they don't care much about it. But hey, it's their profession, their career, and the future of their community is at stake. So you'd think they'd care enough to get a good website. And Andy does have WordPress. So I'll give him that. It's built right into his page. This is, I think, the first time we've seen this. Someone who actually has their own donation system. Ooh, is that scary? Is that hard? You got your own donation system? You didn't have to go to a third party? No, because in WordPress, there's plugins that can do that. And there are plenty of developers like me who know how to build a donation page in WordPress. And how much does it cost? Probably a lot less. You're going to make a lot more money off your donations than paying the third parties to control your donation system. And now, actually, it says secured by Anodot. That's fine. He used the Anodot third-party system, and he embedded it. He was smart enough to know how to, or his web developer, how to embed it into his page and make it look his own. I like that. All right, that's it. Okay, so overall, good job on the site. NV State Controller Jed Profeta. Look at this. Is he showing up? Same thing. Whenever they don't have a website, you always get Ballotpedia, Review Journal on your ballot ready, but nothing from Jed. So, Jed, you're not getting my vote, or I already voted, but I can guarantee, even though I don't remember who I voted for, I didn't vote for you because you don't have a website. Ellen Spiegel. All right, she shows up right there. Candidate, Democratic candidates, Democrat. Too many repetitive words. That was like someone trying to get keywords found by Google. Not necessary. Just put up Ellen Spiegel, Nevada State Controller, or, elect Ellen Spiegel, Nevada State Controller. All right, she's a five-time legislator. Okay, you did have more space here. Maybe this is decent, and that's fine. That's an actual real sentence, but Google allows you 160 words or so why not fill it up? It's like You usually get like 2 lines that you can fill in. And let's click on through and see what happened here. What was this site built with? It was built with maybe it could be hosted on GoDaddy, but GoDaddy also, there you go, GoDaddy website builder. So I'd put that in the same class as Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, and WordPress.com. Remember, WordPress.com is not the famous WordPress, which is the open source WordPress.org that I like. Okay, WordPress.com is just like, hey, buy your kind of super easy website right here and get started, and it'll never do that much for you, but you got started really fast. All right, so this is probably the same thing for GoDaddy websites. It looks fine, though. I mean, this looks fine. So let's see. Support her. I'd rather just have a donate button, and it kind of fades out when you get on it. It looks like it'll send me to ActBlue. Let's see if it takes over her website. Now, she was smart enough, or her web developer smart enough to open this up in a new page. All right, now is this logo in line with what we saw on the main site? I guess so. It's purple, kind of an odd color choice. Bit too much white in the sidebar area. I don't need that much space. Okay, here it's full width. That's fine. Join the email list. All right, get to know her. All right, so this is the first time we've seen videos that actually have some kind of description of what's going to take place. You can hear from Ellen's cat, Hobbs. Okay, interesting. And vision, that's the first time we've seen that as a link. Vision and priorities, download the PDF. All right, maybe this is like an embedded PDF. I'm not sure what's going on here. I won't click this. It's kind of weird to have to embed it. Go ahead and type it out. If you type it out, Google's not going to find the words in the PDF, but Google's going to find the text if you actually took the time to paste it into your website, and that's going to help more people find your site. Look at this up here. Vision. All right, yeah, it's Vision, but what site am I on? I can't even tell what site I'm on. I'd rather have the name of the site first. Always show me the name of the site. Ellen Spiegel -Vision. That would be better up there. Remember, people have lots of windows open, and they may leave your site, want to come back to it. Where is it? Vision? That's not it. All right, about Ellen. I don't think you need to say Ellen. That's fine, though. You can just put about. People should know what that means. All right, smiling people, family photos. All right, it's kind of short here. Hey, another Cornell University grad, Jericho, New York. Endorsements. Yeah, there you go. More Sierra Club. So some of these people who must be relatively environmentally focused go get their Sierra Club endorsement. That's cool. Volunteer. All right, this is the first time we've actually seen kind of an actual volunteers page. That's not just like, give us your name and check the box for what you want to do. This has some actual ideas. This may inspire volunteerism. Okay, it'll inspire volunteerism a lot better than just having a form, as if someone already decided that they're ready to volunteer. No, they're not ready to volunteer. You got to tell them what they can do and why they should do it, and that's on here. So I'll give you some points there. Subscribe to emails. Okay, that opens us up in a new page. Oh, that's a terrible looking form. That's like, am I on a phone? I'm not on a phone, but it looks like it was made just for, pure mobile optimization. Sent me out to another page. GoDaddy doesn't know how to give you a form. I'd hope they would. And let's see, donate pops you out to ActBlue. At least it opened up a new page. All right, so there you go. That's it for Nevada State Controller. I hope you're learning a lot about how to design an excellent political campaign website that actually gets you votes, more votes than the other person. Some person I'll say a person like me may just, if I don't know who you are and I don't know who they are, which is often the case in these races, there's like 25 different things to vote for and 25 different races going on. I've never heard of you before, and if you don't have your issues up there and the other person doesn't have their issues up there, or maybe if both of you do and it comes down to a tie, you've got a better website. I'll just assume that you care more. Okay, so one reason to have a good website, but also other reasons to have a great political website. Get more in donation money coming in. Get more volunteers. Get more people on your email list so that you can remind them to go out and vote. Tell them how to do it. And, of course, get people who, I'm ready to vote. I came to your website because I wanted to know who you are and if you should get my vote. And if you've communicated who you are and that resonates with me, you'll get my vote. All right, I'm Zero to Webmaster founder, Dr. Kerry Kriger. Go check out zerotowebmaster.com. Contact me if you need a website. If you want to build the website yourself and you want help doing it, or if you want me to build the website, let me know. And I'll be back reviewing more websites because I reviewed 75 politician campaign websites in Nevada for this 2022 race.